What's up, guys? Richard Red West from the Dumb, Cool, Weird podcast. And today I wanted to talk about something that doesn't get talked about a whole lot, but I guess it needs to be talked about a little bit. So, in society, women don't always have the right to do things. At least, when it comes to certain things, they don't have the right kind of access to stuff, and they have their issues that they deal with. But something that a few of my feminist friends are talking about is something that I think about a lot, and it's just some of the stuff that goes with being a man, and one of the things that, doesn't really get talked about enough is the fact that men, we feel like we don't have a sense of worth in society unless we can bring something to the table. We have an understanding that society doesn't really view us as very usable unless we bring something to the table. A good example of that would be like the movie Titanic. The women and children get on the boat and the men have to go down with the ship, and that's always been a thing that's been going on for as long as I can remember. In situations, usually the women are allowed and children are allowed to go first, the men stay behind. And I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think it's just a part of our society at large. And if you don't go along with that, sometimes you're seen as cowardly, or you're not a real man. And I am glad that a good bit of feminist friends of mine are not agreeing with that and kind of trying to change that, because there's a lot of pressure put on men to be successful, to do this and do that. And I think that's why men live a lot less than women. And I don't know, sometimes I think about it, and I work my ass off and trying to build wealth so someone can find value in me, because sometimes I just don't feel like anybody sees any value in me unless I can do something for them, because that's what I've been told my whole life is, I don't have value unless I can bring something to the table. I've had a lot of women tell me that, and I know it's really sad to hear stuff like that, but it's just something I've dealt with, in the past. I've only had like a handful of people really treat me well and actually care about me as a person. But that's something that we deal with as a man. We have to work our asses off to have self-worth. If we don't have that worth, we don't bring anything to the table. And that's just the sad, fact of it, and I hope any guys and gals watching this, I hope that you can understand the society at large. If we really want to have change for both men and women, we got to fix both men and women's issues. This has been my TED Talk. Not really, I don't want to get sued.
If you want to check out more of our stuff, go to www.dumbcoolweird.com. You'll find our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon link if you want to support us. Also, be sure to check out our merch store. And if you're interested in being on our podcast, you can find a link on our website so you can reach out to us and tell us if you want to talk to us about something that's really weird, dumb, or cool. We'd be glad to hear from you. Hope you will stay tuned for the next weird ass episodes we got. Thank you.